Joe, you play all year to get ready for this time of year. How do you feel like your team comes into this weekend?
Well, we needed the week off, Lenny. We were pretty banged up. You know, we played Wharton Junior College up at McNeese and lost our 1 and 2 hole hitters, to be quite honest with you. So we're trying to lick our wounds and put a couple guys back together. It looks like we're probably going to get one of those guys back and hopefully one of our pitchers back. You know, hopefully we'll be pretty healthy coming in. The week off really helped, to be honest.
Different format for you this year with Nunez coming into the league, unlike last year where you didn't see BRCC until you started playing the best-of-7 series. Now you've seen both of these teams 6 times, and now you've got to face them again. I guess you feel like some of the Catholic League schools that play out at your ballpark.
Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of our format right now, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, I think, you know, it's hard to beat anybody 6 times, much less 7 when it counts. So, you know, the season's starting over. Nunez has got new life, and, you know, we got to come back and defend our championship. But, you know, it's the format that we use in Oklahoma and Missouri the last, 7 or 8 years that we had to qualify for the World Series. So we're familiar with what we got to do. We just got to play well.
That first day is obviously key. You want to be able to stay undefeated and make everybody have to come back and knock you off. If you could survive that first day 2-0, I guess from that perspective it really changes the way you play things.
No doubt. I mean, and, you know, game 1 might change a little bit the way we play game, you know, before we even play. So we got to see what happens in the first game of the tournament and see what happens with Nunez against BRCC, and that'll really set up our pitching. It's kind of hard to set your pitching staff up because you don't know your matchup in the most important matchup, what the most important matchup's going to be. But like you said, you want to be 2-0. Obviously, you're 2-0, and then somebody's got to come back and beat you 2 days in a row. So obviously, you got to play. You know, it sounds very cliche-ish, but you got to play them one at a time. And you know, at this point in the season, every game is probably going to be the last one you play.
Always seems like this time of year we have to talk about weather and what's going on there. Obviously, you've got one eye on your team, you got another eye on the weather forecast in terms of what's going on. Where does that stand in terms of how you're going to play things?
Well, that's a big question. You know, we don't want to give one team an advantage by playing one game and then having to catch up. So we're going to wait and see and talk to the people in Region XXIII, and they basically said try to start fresh and make sure you get one full day in. So we're looking at the weather, how it plays out Friday. Hopefully we can get some good weather, at least one day of good weather in, and then the next 2 days really don't matter. But the first day is the key. You want to play 3 games the first day.
Keys for your team to have a successful weekend?
We need to swing the bat a little better, Lenny. We've really struggled offensively the last month of the season. I think our guys are trying to do too much. You know, we fly out way too much. We got to get the ball on the ground. We got to make guys make plays against us, and you know we've been pitching fairly well, knock on wood. But there's a ton as it knocks on the wood. But the key is we got to swing the bat and take a little pressure off our pitching staff.